All right, and we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mac to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you get started on your fitness journey. What's up, folks? Hope y'all having a great day. Hope you had a good Monday. Started off right if you're tuning in live. If not, you listen to this on Tuesday. If you're listening in the car, be safe. Have a great day going to work. Put your seatbelt on. Other than that, we're gonna hop right into the podcast. So, as I was thinking about what I want to talk about today, I thought about bringing back an old episode type that we used to do, which is the top 10 list. So we've done a couple of these already. And today, what we're going to talk about is top 10 forms of cardio to help you with weight loss. So these are just a few examples of weight loss that I would suggest you do. No, this is not all of them or the only ones you should do. If find one that you like, it may not be on this list. And my computer is tweaking. Hold on one second. We have some technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on right now. Bro, what is going on? Hello? Test, test. Okay. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Sorry about that. Back to the episode. All right, now it's doing it again. I can hear myself talking in my headphones. All right. What the heck? I don't know how to stop it. I'm just gonna take my headphones off. Oh well, we winging it. What are you doing? Why is it playing back? Oh, I know what's happening. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. Test, test, test. Can y'all hear me? Sorry, we have some technical difficulties on the podcast today. It is what it is. All right, let's get back to it. So yeah, we've done a top 10 list before. We're gonna do it again today. Talk about cardio. So I'm gonna give you 10, and then I'm gonna give you a bonus one at the end, which is, in my opinion, the most effective and the one that most people should do. And you'll see why. We'll talk about it when we get there. But you gotta stick around to the end to get that one because that's the best. So we're gonna go 10. So technically we got 11 for y'all. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into it. First of all, what is cardio? I think we all know what cardio is. I don't think we really have to talk about it, but it's basically a way of getting your heart rate up. So it's still a type of workout, but it's more of for your heart health and it's good for burning calories. So cardio, when you do cardio, you burn a lot more calories than you do if you was just to work out. So that's why people do cardio to lose weight. It gets you in that calorie deficit, calories in versus calories out. So the more cardio you do, the more calories you burn, which hopefully the more weight you lose. That's how cardio works. I think we all know how cardio works at this point. I don't think I should have to explain it, but cardio is a crucial component in any of your fitness regimens. It don't matter if you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, just be healthy. Like you should be doing cardio. Not necessarily if you're building muscle. It depends on what you're going for. Sometimes if you're trying to build muscle, cardio can kind of harm you because you're not able to put on more weight because you're burning too many calories. But we'll say that for another episode. We're talking about losing weight in this episode today. So let's go ahead and hop in right into it. First and foremost, with number one, and this is what everybody thinks of when you think of cardio to lose weight, and that is running. So number one, it's got to be running because it's probably the king of all cardios. If you had to put it, if you had to put one up there. So, but with that being said, it's not the most beginner friendly. Not everybody can just get out there and start running. So why is this one the best? Am I like, all right, I wouldn't say this is the best, but this is probably like the king of running. You'll see why when we get to it. But it burns a high number of calories. Like when you run, it takes a lot of calories out of you. It takes a lot to perform the running, especially for a long period of time. And the running is also going to be good for your cardiovascular health. It's going to get your heart rate up. It's going to work your heart out. Literally, it's a workout for your heart. So that's good for you because you got to get your heart stronger, just like you trying to get your muscles stronger. So it's good. And running is very accessible. You don't need any equipment. You can literally go outside, run down the street. You can go to a track. You can get on a treadmill. There's so many different ways you can run. It's very accessible and it's free. So that's why this is a good one, because as long as you can get outside and you can move, you can do running. And this is like what most people think of when you think of cardio, and it's for good reason. So if you have some trails or something to run through, this is probably your best bet, because you don't want to necessarily be on the road, because sometimes people can't drive on the road. It's not safe. Also, a sidewalk. Sidewalks are really good to run on. They keep you off the roads. But if you have to, the road is also a good option. Just be very careful. Run towards traffic. That way you can see them and they can see you. Just be safe out there if you're going to run. Make sure you're not wearing headphones that are turned up real loud where you can't hear your surroundings. See, that's number one, running. Pretty obvious example there. Number two, cycling. So this is something that I've actually grown to like in the past year or so, just because I did the Ironman and I did a lot of cycling during the Ironman. But cycling is good because it's low impact on your joints. Also, at the same time you're doing cardio and cycling, you're also building leg strength. So it can develop your legs a lot. And it did for me. I can say from personal experience, like my legs grew and got way more toned up during the Ironman when I was pedaling so much. Um, you can do cycling indoors or outdoors. So you can get on an actual bike and go ride down the street through trails, wherever you can ride at, or you can do it on a spin bike, like any kind of spin bike or Peloton or whatever you can have. You can do it indoors. So it's good for both, and it's pretty accessible. And honestly, getting outside and getting in nature, that's the way I would recommend you do it. Get outside, get some fresh air, some wind in your face. It feels good. But yeah, the reason this is so good is because it's low impact on your joints. It's not super hard. So running, it's hard on your knees, it's hard on your ankles, it's just hard on your body, period. So this is a lot lower impact. And it's not as hard on your knees and ankles. So if you have knee problems or ankle problems, this is something that you could do instead of running. And you burn a lot of calories cycling. Like, people underestimate how much you can burn cycling. I used to burn almost as much calories cycling as I did running. So it's definitely a good one to try. Um, if you don't have anywhere good to ride a bike, don't ride it on a busy street. Please don't do that. That's not safe. Get you a spin bike or go to the gym. Pretty much every gym has some kind of spin bike that you can ride. So just cycling, this is a really, really good form of cardio for losing weight, and you burn a lot of calories. All right, number three, and this is one it's not as accessible, but if you have the option to do it, I definitely recommend it because it's a really good workout, and that is swimming. So again, this is another one that I did during the Ironman. I did a lot of swimming. Um, but with that being said, you have to have a pool. If you don't have a pool, then you can't swim. I mean, yeah, if you can swim in the creek or the ocean, but you have to do that at your own risk, because there are dangerous things, alligators, sharks, things like that in the water. So you just have to be careful of that. But most time you will do this in the pool. So if you have a pool, I definitely recommend it. It's very, very hard. Swimming is a full body workout. It literally works your whole entire body. And I didn't realize this until I actually started swimming for endurance, for distance. I got humbled really quick. I realized I was really bad at swimming, actually. And I practiced swimming more out of all three of the disciplines when it came to the Ironman, and I learned a lot. I learned the most about it, and now I actually kind of enjoy swimming a little bit. I liked learning something new and challenging myself. But again, swimming is very, very low impact on your joints, because the only resistance you have when swimming is the water. Like, the water is the only resistance you have, so it's very low impact. In my opinion, it's actually pretty good, like, recovery. Like, if you went for a run one day and you got super sore, well, the next day for like a recovery, you don't want to do nothing, but you need to recover. I would go for a swim. Like, this is gonna be good for your joints. It's great for building endurance. It's super hard. It's a really good workout. Like, you burn a ton of calories swimming as well. So it's a good example. I mean, it's a good form of cardio for sure. Um, yeah, like I said, you can swim in the pool, you can swim open water, lakes, oceans, wherever you're at. Um, yeah, I would recommend doing it in a pool because it's safer in a pool. But yeah, also with swimming, there's different strokes you can do. So this is cool too. You don't just have to do like a regular freestyle stroke. You can do breaststroke, butterfly, uh, backstroke, whatever you want to do. But yeah, this is a good one. it will humble you really quick. You'll realize how bad at swimming you are when you try to actually like swim for distance. So number 4, this is one that I don't really do anymore, but I used to do it a lot, and I need to get back doing it. And this one takes a little coordination, but I really liked it, and that is jump rope. So jump roping burns a ton of calories. Like if you haven't jump rope in a few years or since you were a kid, I challenge you, go pick you up a jump rope and do you jump rope. Dude, you will be tired. You won't even make it a minute. I promise. You will not make it a minute on a jump rope if you haven't done it in a long time. It's hard. Like, you don't think sitting there jumping in place would be that hard, but it is. I promise. Go get you a jump rope and try it. It's tough. It burns a bunch of calories. It improves your coordination. Like I said, you gotta be coordinated because you gotta jump and swing the rope at the same time. You also realize how uncoordinated you are when you go to jump roping. Every time I see the videos online of people doing like the really cool jump roping, they do like the double unders and they'll swing the rope around them and stuff and do like tricks. I think that's so cool because y'all don't realize how hard that is. They make it look easy. That junk is not easy. It's super hard, and they practice that a lot. So I like those videos a lot. Also, jump rope, it's very, very cheap to buy a jump rope, and you can do it pretty much anywhere. Like, you don't need a long distance. You literally jump rope in place, so you can do them at your house, in your living room, in your driveway, back porch, front porch, wherever you at. And jump rope is cheap. I mean, you can get them for $10 if you really wanted to. Like, not much. It's a great piece of cardio. If you had to invest in a piece of cardio equipment that you wanted to invest in something, but you didn't have a lot of budget, like, this is what I would invest in. I would invest in jump rope because, again, running is free, so you can do that anywhere. Cycling, yeah, you'll have to buy a bike. Swimming, you do have to have a pool. But yeah, jump rope, if you really want to do something at home, like, get you a jump rope. It's super cheap and it's super good. So, and jump roping is cool because, like, you can start basic with the regular jumps, and you can make it harder. Like, if you get really, really good at jump roping, you can start doing double unders. You can start doing the single leg at a time. Like, you can switch it up. There's different ways you can do it to make it harder. So you can build on it. You can progressively overload that. But yeah, start with short sessions and gradually increase your duration, and then gradually like make it harder, add different challenges to it. And then make sure you have a properly sized jump rope. So some jump ropes you buy nowadays will actually have different adjustments to where you can change the length of it. So make sure it's right for your height when you do get a jump rope. Yeah, so number 5, we have HIIT cardio. So HIIT means high intensity interval training. So basically, you're doing very high intensity workouts with pretty much no rest in between, like 20 seconds. You do like a 20-second sprint followed by 40 seconds of walking, then right back into like, you do a very, very hard workout and then barely any rest and then go right back into that workout. I mean, there's different ways to do it. But yeah, you're like going super hard and then soft for a little bit and then super hard. So you do it very fast. Like, hit workouts only last like max 20, 30 minutes and you're done for the whole workout. So the reason this is good is because it's efficient at calorie burning. It can be done in a short period of time and it can boost your metabolism. And you could argue that you could build some muscle with this because you are doing weights and stuff with some of it. So it is like more of a workout. This is more of a workout than it is what you would think of traditional cardio. So with this one, you're actually using equipment. You don't have to use equipment. You can do it, body weight and stuff. But most time when you're doing a HIIT class, you're using some kind of equipment. So this is more of like what you would think of a workout when you think of HIIT cardio, but it's still mainly cardio. Like, you're not gonna be lifting a bunch of weight. You're gonna be doing it more for the cardiovascular benefit of it more than you are like the muscle building benefits of it. But yeah, you want to make sure you do a proper warm up and do a proper cool down when you're doing this because you can injure yourself when you're doing these workouts super fast. You're probably not focused too much on your technique. So really focus on getting a good warm up in, stretch, loosen up, things like that, because you don't want to hurt yourself. So some examples of some workouts you'll do during this is like jumping jacks, burpees, high knees, the ropes, battle ropes. There's all kinds of different little things. Any kind of little dumbbell lifts you can do. Those are just some quick examples. But yeah, you'll do these for different intervals. So you do them for an interval, rest for a little bit, do them for an interval, but you do them back to back to back. Yeah, most of the time you'll do these at a gym. So most gyms will have like HIIT classes you can join, and you'll do it with a group. You can do them by yourself, but most of the time you do this in like a group setting. So number 6, This is a different one that most people don't think of, but it's rowing. So a lot of times you see the little rowing machines in gyms nowadays. These are actually really good pieces of cardio. It's a full body workout. Like it works your legs, your upper body, your back, everything. It's a full body workout. It's pretty low impact for the most part. I mean, you're not putting a bunch of weight, you're not bouncing up and down on your knees and stuff. So it's pretty low impact and it's great for building your endurance. I actually been doing a lot of rowing with my bodybuilding prep. Just like a little quick 10-minute session after my workouts. I've been doing some rowing, which is something I normally don't do. I normally don't ever use the rowing machines, but this is a good one to mix in every now and then. If your gym don't have one, obviously you won't be able to do this, but these are becoming more and more popular. Like a lot of gyms are now having the rowing machines. Like most time you see the Concept 2 rower. So yeah, these are good ones. If you're really legit rower, you'll go actually like row on the lake somewhere in a boat. But let's be honest, we don't really have that readily available. But if you do, lucky you, that's a good workout. But yeah, most time you'll do it on the machine in the gym. So make sure you focus on like maintaining your proper form when you do these because you don't want to injure. You are bending over and pulling, so you don't want to injure yourself. Um, and then incorporate intervals into your workout to increase intensity. So don't go and like try to maintain just one speed for 20 minutes. Like I would break it up, do like a minute super hard, like on as hard as you can, going fast, and then take a minute off. So a minute on, minute off, minute on, minute off. I would do something like that. I mean, you can hold like a constant pace and just do it for a long time, but I think it'd be more beneficial if you like went really hard and then took a break, went really hard, took a break, switched it up. Number 7. This is one I want to loop all these into uh one category, and this is like your dance cardio class. So think of like Zumba or um like a Zumba based class, any class where you're doing any kind of like dancing. So think of like your group classes. This is what I want to group into one. These are good forms of cardio. There's another one, body pump. That's what it is, body pump. Like things like that are good forms of cardio. They're fun because you're doing it in a group setting. You most time you have a coach. They're hyping you up, making it fun. It improves your coordination and it can burn a lot of calories. Obviously, it's good for cardio. So yeah, think of like your Zumba class, any fitness apps or online videos that are like dance based. These are good ones you can do. You can choose music. You can turn it up real loud, have a good time. These are fun. They're motivating. Get you a friend to do it with you. These are good ways to get some good cardio in. Just focus on moving continuously and keep your heart rate up. That's what you want to do when you're in these classes. I can't talk too much about these because I personally don't do these, but I know mainly women like to do these, so they're good for the women to get in there and shake it up a little bit. Number 8, this is one I really like doing on my vacations, and that's hiking. I love going hiking. Hiking is fun. Not only is it like stress relieving because you're out in nature, you're getting good views, get some sunlight in, but you're also getting cardio in at the same time. And if you think about it, you're actually doing a little bit of strength training because most of the time hiking, you're going up and down hills. So you're working out your legs. Your legs will be done after you go hiking for a while. So it gives you time to enjoy nature, which I really like. Me and my wife, we really like to hike when we go on vacation. We went to Arizona last year for our 1-year anniversary trip, and we literally went hiking. We were gone for a week, and I think we hiked 7 out of 7 days we were gone, or 6 out of 7 days. Like we did a lot. I liked it a lot. It was fun. We're actually going to Banff, Canada this year, and we're going to do a lot more hiking. But yeah, this is good cardio. It's great for you to get in a lot of steps, and these are actually, you could argue they're better steps than if you was just walking down the street because you are walking up and down hills, so you're working out your legs a little bit, building the muscles in your legs. So that's good. You can hike on local trails, national parks. Hopefully, you have some somewhere in your area where you can go on little trails and hike. Also, you can make it harder. Add a backpack, like add a weighted. You can wear like a weighted vest. You can add backpack for like trekking. This just allows for any extra resistance, just to make it a little harder than just walking with your body weight. But you don't have to do that. That's just if you want to take it up a notch. So obviously you want to start with easier trails that are more flat, and then you can progress to more challenging ones over time. But one pro tip when you go hiking, make sure you got some good shoes when you go hiking. Comfort and support because you're gonna be taking a lot of steps, so you don't want to get no blisters. And two, you can roll your ankle very easily walking through trails because there's roots, sticks, rocks, anything you can think of, and you will roll your ankle really quick. So get you some kind of boots that you can tie up real tight, get your feet locked in, and that way you don't get injured. We don't want that to happen. So number 9, this is an elliptical. So the reason I like the elliptical is because it's basically the same as running, but it's way lower impact on your body. Um, and most ellipticals also have the little handrails, so you get more of a full body workout in when you do the elliptical, and you can customize different resistance levels. Like you can turn the resistance up to make it harder, which makes you work harder. So it's kind of a win-win. I like these a lot. You can do interval workouts with them. You can just hold a steady pace and do like steady state cardio, kind of like running, depending on what kind of workout you're going for that day. But it's a good option, especially if your joints are bad, like you got bad knees, ankles, whatever, and you can't really run on concrete. The elliptical is a good substitution for that. Every gym's gonna have an elliptical. If you don't have an elliptical at your gym, then you're probably at a CrossFit gym. Just being honest. But yeah, use different resistance. Start with it easier, make it harder as you go. You can also use inclines, so use the incline to make the workout more challenging. And then make sure you use the handles. If you're on the elliptical, use the handles. This is going to engage the upper body more than just your upper body. So yeah, it's a good. Elliptical is also a good option. It's a lot easier on the body than just running. Number 10. This is a fun one that not everybody gets the option to do, but this is a cool one. It's any kind of boxing. So like regular boxing, kickboxing, um, any kind of what's the word? Shadow boxing. That's what I was trying to think of. These are good forms of cardio. High calorie burn, improves coordination, improves stress relieving. You can take out some stress. You've been building up some stress all day. You can just go to town on the punching bag or on the pads, whatever you're punching with. These are good. You can do classes with this. You can do like kickboxing classes at a gym or a studio, or you can have somebody that's doing the shadow boxing with you. You can do it by yourself. You can do it at home. Get you a punching bag, hang it up in the garage, look up a video, and go to town on that thing. Take out some anger on it. That's what I suggest you do. This is a good form of cardio. Make sure you focus on the proper technique. If you're gonna do some boxing, you might as well work on your not your fighting, I guess is how you're gonna say it. Work on like your fighting, how to avoid injury, things like that. Work on your self defense while you're doing it, because then it's a win-win. You get 2 for 1. Mix in some strength training moves like push-ups or squats in between, like you're boxing a little bit to make it more of a workout. But yeah, boxing, that's a good one. This is something that I personally don't do, but I wish I did. Like I wish I had this option. Like I wish I had like a kickboxing class or something at my gym, because I would do it because I think that would be cool, especially for like the self-defense purposes of it. So yeah, that was number 10. Now I told you I was gonna give y'all a little bonus one. And I think this is the best form of cardio. And you'll see why when we get into it. But I guess you could say this is number 11 or the bonus one. But the last one I want to tell y'all is just plain walking. I know. You saying, how is this the best one? Well, I say walking is the best one because it is the one that most people will do over anything else. It's the one thing that 99.9% of people can do. It's free, it's readily available, and you have no excuse but to do it. And it's so much more easier to do this than it is to do any of these other forms of cardio. And that's why I think it's the best, because it's more sustainable. You can do it for a long period of time, and it's very low impact, very low injury, and you really ain't got no excuse but to do it. Like if you just can't go for a walk, then maybe losing weight just ain't for you. I don't know. Like I don't know what to tell you. You making excuses unless you like have a broken leg or something, or you can't walk. Like obviously, but like anybody that's capable of walking, you ain't got no excuse to go outside and walk. Like 30 minutes, go outside. It's not that hard. Get a treadmill. Go to the gym. Like it's not that hard. Walk around your office. Walk to your truck in the parking lot. It's not that hard. Like everybody can do this. Increase your steps. Like obviously the end goal would be to get like 10,000 steps a day. But I don't even want you to start there. Like if you're only getting 3,000 to 4,000 steps in a day, get that number up to 7,000 a day. Like, don't try to hit 10,000 because that's the magic number that everybody always says that you always see. If you're in the ballpark range of 3 to 4,000 a day, you're not just going to start walking 10,000 steps a day. Like, that's a lot of steps. You got to work your way up. So if you're at that 3 to 4 range, get to the 5 to 6 range. That should be your first step. Do that for a while and then try to increase it. Try to go up to 7, try to go up to 8 and work your way up. And then once you get to where you're walking a lot, pretty consistent, I would try to work my way up to that 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. And that's a good place for you to sit. This is simple as going for a 30-minute walk 2 times during the day, or go for an hour-long walk 1 time during the day. Or what I just did that helps me a lot is I just bought one of those under desk treadmills. So I literally am walking at my desk while I'm working. And this helps me get in 10,000 steps a day. Pretty easy. Now, I'm also on prep for a bodybuilding show, so it's a little different for me. I need the extra steps, and that's the only reason I got it. But I like it so far, and it's helping me get more steps in throughout my day. So you can fit it in. You just got to make time for it. And the good thing about walking is you can literally go walk and still do other things. Like if you got phone calls you got to make, if you got emails you got to follow up on, if you got, I don't know, if you just want to hang out with your family, spend family time, you can do it walking. Like literally take your family out walking, you and your husband, or you and your wife, you and your kids. Especially if you got kids, take your kids out walking, get them outside, get them off the video game. Y'all need to go outside, move your body, get some fresh air, get some vitamin D from the sun, and walk. It's healthy, not only for you, it's healthy for your spouse, for your kids, for your dog. Take your dog outside. Your dog's probably lazy too. If you lazy inside, sit on the couch, I know your dog's sitting right there next to you. So get your dog up, take it for a walk. This is one of my favorite times of the day. Me and my wife take our little dog on walks all the time around our neighborhood, and it's fun. It's enjoyable. I like to do it. So we do this a lot. It's an easy way to get in more steps, to spend some time with your fam, and you're getting cardio in all at the same time, burning calories. It's a win-win-win. Like there's nothing to lose about getting outside and going for a walk. Really ain't. So get outside and do it. There's no excuse. And that's why I think it's the best form of cardio, because it's one that you can actually do. And if you're not doing it, then that's just on you. Like, let's just be real. So yeah, that's the 11 forms of cardio. We'll go back through them. Number 1 was running. Number 2, cycling. Number 3, swimming. Number 4, jump rope. Number 5, hit cardio. Number 6, rowing. 7, dance cardio, Zumba, fitness classes. That's number 7. Number 8, hiking. Number 9, the elliptical. Number 10, any form of boxing. And number 11, the best one in my opinion, walking. And it's funny to say that now, because I used to not say walking was good cardio, because it don't burn a lot of calories because it's very low impact. But that's the reason it is so good, is it's very low impact, because people will actually do it and it's very easy to do. I used to say you need to at least run, but I know not everybody can run. A lot of people have problems that holds them back from running, but they can still walk though. So that's why I say walking is the best now. I'm a big fan of walking for cardio now. So yeah, that's the top 10 forms of cardio. Let me know, which one do you agree with, which one do you disagree, and what's y'all's number one? What's y'all's number one form of cardio? Or what's y'all's favorite form of cardio? Like, what do y'all do on the regular basis? I want to know. Y'all let me know. But yeah, that's it for the podcast today. If you have any podcast topics you want me to cover, send me a DM, Murphy McFit, on all social medias. Follow the podcast on YouTube. Leave me a review, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen at. I'd love to know. If you have any questions about fitness, hit me up. I would love to help you. And if you're looking to hire a fitness coach, you need somebody to help you program, hold you accountable, help you with your diet, hit me up. I'm your guy. Let's do it. I would love to help you out. But yeah, that's it for the podcast today. See y'all next week. Peace, love, protein. We out.